Бомбардувальник.
Ukrainian 63rd Brigade troops capture starving Russian invaders on front line. The soldiers of the 63rd Separate Mechanist Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine have successfully tracked down and captured a Russian occupier who claimed he was unarmed and searching for food after 6 days without eating. The incident took place in one of the operational areas where the 63rd Brigade is actively engaged in defending Ukrainian positions against ongoing Russian attacks. The operation was notable for being carried out not by ground assault troops, but by the pilots of the 3rd Battalion, a unit that typically specializes in aerial reconnaissance and drone strikes. According to the brigade's official report, the operation began as a routine reconnaissance mission using unmanned aerial vehicles to monitor enemy movements. During the mission, drone operators identified suspicious activity that indicated the presence of a lone Russian soldier attempting to move through abandoned positions. Instead of engaging from the air, the Ukrainian soldiers decided to track and detain the individual. Soldiers of the 63rd Brigade tracked down and captured a Katsap, the brigade wrote in a comment shared on social media. And it wasn't the infantry or assault troops who did it, but the pilots of the 3rd Battalion True Universal Soldiers. After being captured, the Russian serviceman reportedly stated that he had not eaten for nearly a week. The man's appearance and condition appeared to confirm his words: exhausted, disoriented, and visibly malnourished. Ukrainian soldiers provided him with basic medical assistance and food before transferring him to the appropriate authorities for interrogation and processing in accordance with the Geneva Conventions. This latest capture adds to a growing body of evidence pointing to severe logistical failures within Russian units operating on the front lines. Ukrainian intelligence and intercepted communications have repeatedly revealed that many Russian soldiers suffer from inadequate supplies, poor leadership, and lack of coordination. Reports from several sectors of the front indicate that Russian troops are often left without sufficient food, ammunition, or medical support, leading to desertions, surrenders, and plummeting morale. In some cases, captured soldiers have told Ukrainian forces they were abandoned by their commanders or lost contact with their units amid chaotic retreats. The military analysts note that such incidents reflect the increasingly dire state of some Russian formations, particularly those composed of mobilized personnel and poorly trained reservists. The reliance on hastily conscripted troops, combined with chronic supply problems, has forced many to scavenge for food or shelter in devastated frontline zones. The actions of the 63rd Brigade's 3rd Battalion highlight the professionalism, adaptability, and initiative of Ukrainian forces. Though primarily trained as drone pilots and aerial reconnaissance operators, the soldiers proved their ability to act decisively in ground operations when the situation demanded. Their successful capture operation demonstrates the close integration of aerial and ground intelligence, a hallmark of Ukraine's evolving modern warfare tactics. The use of drones, not only for reconnaissance but also for coordinating ground operations, has become a defining feature of Ukraine's defense strategy. The 63rd Separate Mechanist Brigade, part of Ukraine's ground forces, has been actively engaged in multiple sectors of the front since the start of the full-scale invasion. Its soldiers have earned a reputation for resilience and precision, combining technology and experience to counter the enemy's larger numbers. In another successful operation along the front line, soldiers of the 2nd Battalion of the 5th Separate Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine carried out a well-coordinated assault that resulted in the elimination of an enemy hideout and the capture of 5 Russian occupiers. The operation was part of a broader series of tactical offensives aimed at clearing enemy positions and improving Ukrainian control over contested areas. According to preliminary information, the assault took place in one of the active frontline zones, where Russian troops had fortified a temporary hideout used for reconnaissance and logistics. Using a combination of drone reconnaissance, precision artillery support, and rapid infantry maneuvers, the Ukrainian assault units successfully identified and neutralized the enemy position. The swift and decisive action forced the remaining Russian soldiers to surrender rather than face further resistance. After the area was secured, Ukrainian troops detained 5 occupiers who had laid down their weapons. The captives were transported to a secure location for interrogation and processing in accordance with international law and military procedures. Military analysts note that such localized operations play a crucial role in degrading the enemy's combat potential and disrupting its defensive lines. The capture of enemy personnel offers not only a morale boost for Ukrainian forces, but also an intelligence advantage, as prisoners of war often provide valuable insight into enemy tactics, unit composition, and supply routes. Representatives of the 5th Separate Assault Brigade emphasized that the success of the operation reflects the unit's growing combat experience and professionalism, honed through months of continuous engagement along some of the most difficult sectors of the front.
Ти не спіши, що Мавік ще не підльоті.
Понял.